Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
Yeah. May's got that bounce. Just got in town. Gonna be doing rap flicks with me later. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
His flow is impeccable. For years, they played Chase the Mace.
Take that.
You know what I mean? He took the game to a whole nother level.
Shimon.
Did it with a smile on his face.
It was that easy.
Helped hold down an empire.
Come on.
He's here with us. You know him as Mace. I know him as Murder Mace. He's here. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Yeah, man. Mace.
Come on, give me some better music than.
Okay,
oh no,
right,
that's
cool.
out. That's out. My bad.
Hold on, you want to do it again? He made hits up and down. Wait, hold on, we're gonna do it again. Hold up. Not only that, he made hits up and down the charts. He sold out major arenas. Made concert tours worth going to. And still stole your girlfriend with a smile on his face. You know him as Mace. I know him as Murder Mace. Give it up for Mace, ladies and gentlemen. You like that one? That's all right?
That was better.
All right. Man, Mace, what's up, man? Good to have you. Man, good to see you, first of all.
Yeah, man. My mic is doing something wiggly.
Yeah, man, hold on. Let me
it's like shaking with the chicken and shake it, yo.
Yeah, man. That's Shade 45.
Call him Shade.
Yeah, you with the lyric too, man. Man, how you, man? Well, first of all,
yeah.
You and I talked last week on the phone.
Yeah.
And you revealed something to me that the world has been waiting to hear for years. The fact that you have finally been released from Bad Boy Records.
Woo!
So it's a full
Master, I'm free. I love Diddy, man.
Yeah.
Diddy helped me get my mom's a house. He helped me become a man.
Yeah. What you mean by that? So it wasn't just about coming in the studio and rap. He gave you a lot of game on. What's some of the things he said to you that stick to you to this day?
Tired rhyme with fired.
Tired round with fire.
Tired rhymes with fired. If you tired, you fired, basically.
Yeah, you're tired, you fired.
Tired rhymes with fired.
Yeah.
Really? Yo, Diddy doesn't sleep though, right?
Nah, man, and I mean, just he's the ultimate businessman. I really respect him. You know how some people, they say good about a person, but they don't really mean it.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when people are talking about me, they say it, but they don't mean it. I really mean it when I say it. You know, I've learned to focus on the good and magnify the good.
Magnify the good. When we talk about Bad Boy Records, man, you and I, we've had a conversation about this last week and the impact that Bad Boy as an empire in this music business. First of all, I always feel like, Diddy, you got Biggie, you, Faith, Total, all the, different groups that come through that barnyard. I feel like a lot of people felt like it was, when you talk about the higher ups in corporate America and even in the music business execs thought it was a fluke.
It couldn't have been a fluke because it happened time after time.
Time after time.
Time after time.
What was it like for you, being from Harlem, when you first signed with Bad Boy and you became a part of this wave, this storm of success that was just kind of directing the way the music business was going?
I mean, my story is unrelatable in a lot of ways because when I met Puff, I met him in Atlanta at Jack the Rapper. We was going down there to, see. I wanted to see Wu-Tang and them perform. And then it just so happened when I met Puff, within a week, I was already in a video with him.
Wow.
So he met me in Atlanta. He told me when I get back to New York, don't talk to nobody. I'm going to be a bad boy. I came back up to New York, and he signed me, and he put me in a video within like a week.
Big Sean has a story where, and I remember this too because I was actually there when, in Detroit, Kanye came to a radio station, and Big Sean was bum rushed him, met him at the station and started rapping for him. And from that, is how he was able to get signed with good music, and now the rest is history. Did you have to rap for Puff?
Yeah, I rapped for Puff in the middle of the in the floor of the party, a JD party. We went in there to see JD, but they wouldn't let me talk to him. So bouncers messed up all that money for JD.
For Jermaine Dupri, right? Do you remember the rap you did for him?
I think it was the one I did on Only You.
Okay.
And when I came back up to the city, he was like, you know, we're gonna do that on a record. And he put me on Only You, and it was just overnight.
The rest was history. Mason's here, man. I want to open up the phone lines, man. I want to talk about your career and what's going on with you right now, and just chill out with you, man. We're going to take some calls, 888-742-3345. You want to talk to Mace? Let's take them back. Let's take them back. Sway in the morning, shade 4-5.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
What you know about going out? Head west, trying to live it up.
Hold on, rewind that. You felt that, Heather B?
She felt it. It got in her chest. She got turned up. She got 2 Chainz turned up.
Run that again, Mace. Maybe you'll get you turned up, man. You can't give us that verse, man? Hold on. You know this?
What you know about going out? Head west,
Red Rex, all up in the headrest.
trying to live it up. Rock jewel, bigger truck, piece all glittered up.
I normally let Puff rap that
I know,
part.
but you wrote it for him. Sway in the morning, shade 4-5.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
Go ahead, Heather B.
Wait.
Oh.
Not my
You know
favorite
when she
line.
start looking back, she going serious right now. It's
she
serious
looking
when
back
she
to
start
see what-
looking back.
Yeah.
All right, Mace is here. Sway in the morning, shade 4-5. We got Torey from Texas on the line. You want to say hello to Mace, Torey?
Yo, what's good, mate?
What up, Torey?
I ain't nothing much chilling, man. I got a question for you. I was trying to figure out, so how do you balance, your music with, I know you're a pastor now. How do you kind of like find that balance? Because like me, I just graduated from UT, but I'm a licensed minister myself, and I actually like pursue music out here in Texas, and I kind of look up to you. So I was just trying to figure out how you kind of balance the two.
I mean, the first thing I got to say is I'm still growing, but what I could say at this point is that I've learned to only do what I've been empowered to do. And if you stay in the lane where you're empowered, then you end up doing well. And to make more sense of that, people always say, well, how can you be this and do this? Mm-hmm. And the answer is because I can. If I couldn't, I wouldn't.
Yes, sir.
Simple answer.
That's simple, man. Let me ask you this, man. I remember at the height of the Bad Boy experience is when, the general himself, Notorious B.I.G., that was the time of his untimely demise.
Yeah.
And we kind of touched on this before. The last day of his life, you had a chance to talk with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did y'all say to each other?
I remember Big used to always tell me stuff like he would give me jewels, and one of the jewels I gave to 2 Chainz when we was talking, that while you're doing this, you got to do all you can and can everything you get, because you're not guaranteed to be loved next year. They loving you now. And when I understood that, that's what made me take advantage of being able to do something else. Like I knew I could do more than music. I just didn't have the courage to really step out and do it. So I knew my whole life I was going to do something other than just music. And music was just the direction people just kept pushing me in. But one day I just figured out, I said, you know what? It's something more to me than just music. And then today, I would say Biggie encouraged that. Seeing him and Tupac die, I believe I'm doing right now what Tupac envisioned to do, but he never got around to doing because he wasn't able to make that decision.
Wow, man. And people think, a lot of, I remember when that I felt like media portrayal of this West Coast, East Coast division was going on. People would assume that if you were with Team Bad Boy, so to speak, that you didn't know or you didn't relate to Tupac or Team Death Row, but that's not the truth. And
that's not the truth.
So
I grew up listening to Snoop. To this day, I still love Snoop. It's just sometimes decisions put you on different roads. You know, like I grew up with people that their decisions and my decisions put us on different roads. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It's just the decision they made put them on another team, and that's really it.
Did you interact and did you meet Pac?
No, I never really met Pac.
Never met him.
Never met him.
But you never really got caught up in all of that stuff.
Yeah, I was never the guy really into drama. Like, I'll defend myself, but I'm not the guy that's going to start it. I'll finish it, but I won't start it. With
Jim Jones and Cameron, you guys all grew up together, right? You know, what was the division between you guys? What caused that, would you say?
We just made different decisions. That's the honest way to put it. Sometimes you make a decision that puts you on a different path. Like, I made decisions that didn't go along with their decisions. So it just put us in different places. Like, I mean, again, I love Cam. Cam is my brother. And I don't just say that in a just for media standpoint way. Jim is my brother. We'll see each other today. I would think it's all good. You know?
Yeah, because a lot of that happened. Plus, we were younger men.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start to evolve at a point, right?
Yeah. You're too grown to, you know, be going through that.
All right, cool. The other day I was asking you. I'm asking you everything right now, man. Since I got you, man.
Since you got me here.
Since I got you here, man. One of the funniest stories you shared with me because back I was, you know, I'm a lyricist dude, man. I like to study folks and their moves, right? And I always liked the rap battles when they were just rap battles, battles, you know. And man, I remember you and Jay had that little tag team going. He had Ride or Die, you had Love Me, you know. You guys were throwing shots at each other. That was based on what?
That was based on a young lady named Ariane that I put in a skit. And it was done really harmlessly. At the time, I was 19 years old, so I was just, you know, trying to create a vibe and show people what Harlem was like, you know, from a real Harlem perspective. And it's just, you know, she wanted to do it, so I let her do it. At the time, I didn't know she was, you know, one of his guys' baby moms or something like that. She did it. I didn't make her do it. She did it. And then after that, it got me and Dame into issues. And then Jay-Z just really inherited, you know, what Dame did. And then after that point, it just escalated from there. But it wasn't really no real issue. I mean, today, since then, I've seen Jay, you know, came and performed at the concert when R. Kelly, him and R. Kelly had that little thing or whatever. And he was like, he dapped me. We spoke. And that was it. You can't do nothing but respect what he's doing at this point.
That dude is the man, man. Yeah. That dude is definitely the man. I thought it was where it was Stevie J. Who at that time,
and Stevie was a part of that Stevie.
Yeah. Right. You know, because he was from y'all camp, right?
And then he went to do the beat, you know. I mean, but that's the story of my life, though, you know. People on one side, you know how that go.
Yeah, so. Right? They just jump sides like that. Man.
I mean, for me, like, even today, like, I couldn't really put myself ever against Bad Boy or against Puff. That's just how I think, you know. Even though I'm from a newer generation, I think like an old school dude. So loyalty means a lot, you know. So that's why even when I came back to music, I could have went anywhere. I chose to do it with Puff because that's what I know. That's you know, that's family. No matter what story I ever tell, you can't X that out of that story. You can't X that out of that story. It is what it is.
It goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Stevie J, now people may know him from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta fame, but he was behind a lot of major hits. Major hits, you know. Yeah. He paid his dues. That's the funny thing, because people see him
when people see him on TV, they don't even think that that's the guy that produced all those records.
Yeah.
Mariah, everybody.
Yeah. That's bars.
That's bars right there.
Mace here, man. That's
higher. Every bar count.
Yeah, man. You went in on that one. I was checking your bar count too. Like, okay, did he loosen up? Nah, I caught that one. Okay, he said, "Assalamu alaikum." You know, I'm not nigga, man. Okay, I like that.
I'm about my bacon.
Man. Mace is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good time for Mace. He's a free agent. A lot of people are just curious to what's going to be the next move. We got T-Bone from Chicago on the line. Go ahead, T-Bone.
What up?
What up?
I was wanting to know, were you planning on putting together your own label, or what's up?
That's what it looked like it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because whoever I do it with, I can't just go under. We can do it together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best thing to do. Because I wouldn't want to do something that looks bad for them or look bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, that's what's right.
I mean, you've had so many experiences in the game as an artist first, and then, you know, the business side of it, being locked in a contract, you learn a lot about legalities, being on road, doing the No Way Out tour, half the tour you did for free, you know, pro bono, and you learn a lot, you know, even when people think you at your finest hour, you're still going through
major stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, so you'll know exactly what to do. Would you would you treat your artist any differently than you were treated as an artist?
That's a good question. In one regard, I think what I learned really helped me. Because I wasn't given nothing, it made me an animal. So, I mean, is a catch-22 to it. You can make it easy for artists, but they won't become what they supposed to be. It's what you learn in the journey that caused you to be who you are. So if it's an easy road, your success is not going to be that great. Like when you look at 50 Cent, shot in the face, Kanye West almost died. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that had some great success, like people look at me and say, well, he did that overnight. But they don't know about, you know what I'm saying, like things I grew up with and been through. That was just a blessing so I don't go crazy. You know?
Yeah, man. Mason's here if y'all have any questions.
Yeah, I did actually. You was talking about decisions, like, and we had Papoose here, and he was talking about people making decisions and maybe sitting down and selling their soul pretty much for fame and fortune and for money. And now that you're going into a new situation, is that something like you ever been approached with? Like people basically saying, "Here go the world," if you basically sell your soul.
I mean, the question is not really asked in that format. You know, when you talk about selling your soul, you're talking about money making your decisions. So if money makes your decisions, then you sold your soul.
Money never made your decisions?
It used to, but not anymore. But for most people, money make their decisions. So it's not an Illuminati thing. That's just an ignorance
No, that
thing.
was how the conversation started. I referenced Papoose, and you saying people made different decisions. You know why you may have parted ways with this one or that one.
Oh, yeah. Everybody make different decisions. Like, one guy decides to be whatever he decides to be, it's going to put him down. In life, you just get to pick your journey. You don't get to pick what happens on that road.
Right.
You just pick a highway. The scenery is already there. So whatever road you pick, like if I pick 85, it's certain things I'm going to see because 85 is already a scene. If I pick, another route, then that route is already there. So all I get to do is make a decision, but I don't get to pick my consequence.
And that motivation behind that decision.
Yeah.
Sometimes people
Once you know the consequence, you can make a better decision. Like, so when I get into this, I know all I really got to do is rap. Everything else going to take care of itself. Everything else going to take care of itself.
You mean you get into your new situation?
Yeah, all I got to do is rap. All I got to do is produce good music. It's going to put me in front of everybody. Everything that's supposed to happen going to happen.
I remember when Rakim first came on the scene. He changed the way a lot of people rapped at that time. Remember?
Right.
And then
Absolutely.
people, they didn't understand his flow a lot, and they didn't know why it worked, but it spread like the plague.
Yeah.
You had a different, distinct style in the way you flow. Who's that just texted you right there, man? Who's that? Mace just got a call. Who's that, Mace?
That's
Making
the money
decisions.
line.
That's the money line?
I'm on you. I'm watching him.
Be careful
Sway.
that decision you make.
Be careful that decision.
Yeah, he blocking his phone for me now, Sway.
You wouldn't believe who that was. I'm holding my
male or female?
phone like a poker hand right there.
I'm on him, Sway.
You changed your flow though from the way you used to rap in the beginning, right?
Yeah, like when I was Murder Mace, I used to rap like Eminem, but they wouldn't let us do it.
Can you do a Murder Mace verse? Do you still remember the verses?
I got 24 hours to live.
That get me in a lot of trouble right there.
24 hours to live. You can
I
tap
give you
into
that one off the air.
Okay,
I
you
give
give
the one
that
that
one.
went
Okay.
off there.
Now, how do you think your style differed today than what it did, like, you know, in the prime of the bad boy movement?
I think right now what I used to love about Biggie and what I loved about like Biggie and Tupac is like the things you go through give you more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So your flow don't really change. Like everything I did before I could do now, but I just have so many different gears that I could switch to because I got so much information to talk about. Like right now, we probably did over 150 songs since
Really?
the last time that they held Welcome Back. That was just, I don't know what that was. I don't know who that was.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
150 songs. We're at Shade 4-5. Well, actually, I want to ask you, when Pac passed away, how did you feel when you heard about that? And Big, for that matter.
I mean, when Pac passed, I knew it was going to get serious.
Yeah.
Like everything was just bars.
Mm-hmm.
But when somebody gets shot, it changes everything. Like, that's why today when I be hearing people talk, I take it differently. Like, when I get off the plane in L.A., it's different for me than other people. Like, I get in L.A. and be walking down Sunset, and I think different because of my experiences there.
Yeah.
You know, I would say it wasn't until last week that I really got my mind over what happened in L.A.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every time I would go there, it would be different for me.
Yeah.
When Pac died, it just said it got serious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know how Kevin Hart said it just got serious?
Yeah.
It just got serious right there.
Well-
And once that happened, we already knew, you know, when you're dealing with street dudes, it ain't gonna happen like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
then
then go
Big
one way, it
passed.
gotta come another way.
Yeah. You know, and then Big passed.
And then Big passed, it was just like, when Biggie passed, it changed my whole perspective for many reasons because it was the first time I saw, man, I'm on a truth campaign.
Yeah.
It was the first time I saw people that's supposed to be who they are not act like who they are. That's the best way I could say it. Somebody that important, something happened to, and nobody respond, then everybody need to come to church. Because at that point, that other life, they ain't about that life.
Yeah, ain't about
They
that.
might as well just come to church and be a deacon or
be a pastor.
Yeah, because they ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
if you don't rock for that, I
Yeah.
mean, what you gonna rock for?
Mm-hmm. Especially if that's what you've been talking for so long.
I mean,
Man.
I'm on a truth campaign.
There it is,
I
man.
respect it.
You know what I'm saying? So at that point, my focus became different.
Mm-hmm.
If ain't nobody do nothing about this, I shouldn't think something gonna happen different for me.
Mm-hmm.
So my decision became real easy. I'm gonna do music. Once I get paid, I'm gonna start what I really wanted to do.
Toby in South Carolina, go ahead.
Hey, man, what's up, Murder?
What up, boy?
Well, I know that ain't you no more, but, hey, man, you keep doing your thing, man. I really just got a quick question for you. I want to know what's your response to people that might call you a hypocrite from your past, you know, street life, past hard rap to what you doing nowadays.
Man, everybody got a right to their own opinion. That's why it's called an opinion. You know,
Does your path limit what you're gonna say content wise? Will you still lyrically?
No, I did that. I did that and Welcome Back. They ain't appreciate that. I'm gonna get them what they want.
Okay. So, so you're saying that if what they want requires for you to talk tough business or talk gun talk, would you talk gun talk in lyrics?
No, I mean, it's when I was doing stuff with Puff on No Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
It was still a hard undertone. It was just witty.
Mm-hmm.
There's no guy slicker than a young fly nigga, nickel nine liquor. That's talking about guns. It was just so melodic, you didn't catch it. That's what Eminem used to always say. I like Mace because if you really listen to what he's saying, it's crazy. But the melody, people get so caught in the melody, they don't really hear that you just said you'll bust their head open.
Okay, so we could still expect to hear that, but
you could still expect, because my story can't be told from a clean place. It can't be told from a clean place. That's what I try to do with Welcome Back. Just talk about the clean. But when you know a person been through so many ugly things, how is he going to just present, just one side? That would be untrue.
And then
So you got to give them the whole story. That's what made Harlem World so real. it was really my life. It wasn't some songs we just made up and got all of the features together. Like, you know, it was really line for line what we were going through, what we were seeing, what we were experiencing. That's why it reigned so true and resonate with people for years.
So you can expect to hit. You ain't gonna change the lyrics.
I shoot your head off, but if I have to tell you a story, it'll still give you the same feel.
The same feel. The Harlem World roster, man. Any of those guys you still stay in touch with, and would you consider working with them again too?
No. That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't your sister in it? Who's
Yeah.
baby? You don't work with your sister anymore either?
Not musically.
Okay.
Nah, he's talking about musically,
Musically,
right?
Okay.
Yeah, musically. No.
All right, we'll leave it right there, man. All right, cool. Mace.
I mean, when you tell the truth, you can save a lot of conversation.
Yeah. No, it works for me. Works for me. Man.
See, from all of me, no. He like, nah, Mace, don't do that.
Damn, you sound just like Torch.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Torch, come here, man. Jump on the mic real quick, man. All right, this is Superstar Torch. He's an all-purpose guy. He also works at Sirius XM now. Mace? Who was Mace to you growing up in Harlem? What did that all represent?
Mace was that dude, like Harlem, like you represent us, like that was like us on TV, like
I like that.
Explain that feeling.
I'm them on TV.
Yeah, like that was us, like that's Mace, like he was all our favorite rappers.
Yeah,
it's a Harlem thing, man.
Yeah. We very seldom get that many words out of him.
Yeah.
So thank you, man. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Torch. Torch speaks.
I like
speaks.
that. He's us on TV.
That's right.
That means is a real, pure representative of that.
Any music coming out in the near future that we should be on the lookout for?
I'm supposed to turn in this record for Pusha T today, but I don't know. I'm gonna turn it in for Pusha T, but I don't like the way they did me.
How they do you?
I ain't gonna do it on the air.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, we'll say that one too.
It wasn't Pusha T, but you know what I'm saying.
In terms of where they put you on the record, or
just the games, man.
Yeah.
That's what made me really not want to do the music. It's the games that come along with it, you know. Because I like people to just be straight up. If you ain't gonna do something, just don't do it. But don't be in the middle about it.
Okay.
You know, with me, I'm black or I'm white. When I believe something, I'm going all the way with it. If I learn something new, I'm gonna go all the way with that. So if that make me look crazy to people, I'm really just gonna do what's true to me. I ain't got time to be thinking about what everybody else think about me. That's their business. I tried living for them. That don't work for me. I gotta do what I'm supposed to do.
Mace, man, I like this. Man. Pusha T, this for his project, a project he's doing. Okay, what's the name of the song?
I think it's called Boy or something.
Okay, I can't wait to hear it, man. I'll hit up Pusha T. Man, do the verse, man, so we can hear it, so I can play it. I just want to play the song, man. I just want to play the song, man. Come on, man. I just want to play the song.
I gotta go to the studio and lay it.
Okay, let us know, man.
But you can play that French Montana joint with me and Rico.
The grown-ups one?
Yeah.
Let's get that grown-ups
See
up
there?
there. Okay, and then French Montana, man.
Montana been showing me Wild Love. Rick Ross been showing me. Everybody been showing me Wild Love. So that's kind of new for me, Sway. I'm so used to people hating. It feel weird when niggas just give it up.
You love. You
Like,
skeptical, huh?
Yeah, so even when ASAP came up and dapped me, I was thinking like, wow, that's new.
Yeah, well, really?
So I had to really check his timeline. And then I saw on his timeline, he was saying, yo, Mace, Mace is this and Mace is that. I was like, wow, the young boy gave it up.
Yeah. That was funny because it was a moment of, that might have been a Harlem thing you were talking about, right? Because I was like, Mace, man, you think you two could get together, do a song?
Yeah, I didn't even know what to say. I said cool with a G, Ghoul.
Yeah.
I said, that'll be Ghoul.
Yeah.
It caught me off guard, so I was like real amped about that. I was amped. So if ASAP listening, I was amped about that, you know?
Yeah, he'll hear it.
The young boy doing what he doing.
Yeah, man, that'll be a good
And
combination.
I like that because he's different and it's the same thing. When you're original, you get bashed for being original. Like Drake is original. When you're not like everybody else, you come across weird because you're not like everybody else. You're actually being yourself.
Yeah, there it is. Mace, man, I want to thank you for coming by, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Sway,
man.
that's original right there.
Yeah.
That's original right there.
Yeah, thank you, Mace.
I gotta go shopping, man.
Yeah, man. Man, Heather, you want to go shopping with Mace?
Yep. Cause he ain't doing no freestyle, so you gotta give me something, Mason. I don't want no damn hug either. I'm tired of huggings and shit. Please, no more. Take me shopping, Zaddy.
Yo, Mace, thanks for coming through, man. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And follow me at
right.
Mason Betha.
Mason Betha on Twitter. All right, man. Thank you, man.
Job, mommy, I could work a ship. I could bring you soup and orange juice if you really sick. Or even put a rose in my mouth and bring a gift. I want you out the hood for good. I want you on your feet. I want you to be everything you thought you couldn't be. I want your mind free as a dolphin in the sea. I want your intimacy. Look into me and see. Come on, you know them hits from Top 40. Got my house with walkie-talkie. All these bad chicks bore me. You the only shorty for me. Whoa.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.